everybody, welcome to another episode of GTM on the Go. Today I've got Canberk Beker from HockeyStack.
The first question I would start with, if you were your ICP, would you actually be interested in those reports? And how many reports do you think you can create? Okay, you can start with a couple of reports, but can you sustain it? If you cannot sustain it, you can as well create lab series with 4 or 5 different articles. How long you can sustain this by yourself? How you can do it with your team? Do you think you can be writing these reports for the next 3 months? Do you think you can come up with report ideas for the next 3 months? Do you think your team can scrape that data without any resource for the 3 months? If you have all of these answers, yes, then yeah, go ahead. But again, I think the most important thing is that would your ICP find this topic interesting? If not, you might as well create a blog post. I would add methodology in the first lab report. The first lab report was 2020 benchmarks. Within the report, I was openly telling everyone that MQLs for us are only website form submissions. But obviously, people didn't bother reading the whole entire report. And as soon as they saw LinkedIn MQLs had like 30% conversion rate to opportunities, they were crazy. They were like, it is flawed. Obviously, attribution platforms are going to show you that because they are liars. No, because you don't read the report and you just don't understand without reading the report. After that report, I started add methodology in the beginning of each report. But yeah, if I did change one thing, it would be to add the methodology in the beginning of my first report because people went crazy. We actually integrated this content to our sales deck. For example, we launched this report. How many touch points does it take to close a deal? The sales deck starts with that. And during the deck, we keep quoting from other reports because we have all of the data. And then after the sales call, we are like, if you want to see more of the data, here is the whole labs reports. And here's the link for subscription. And then 90% of these people actually subscribe to labs. And what we are seeing is that if they read the labs reports, the sales cycle actually gets 8.5 days shorter. At first, the success was our people are actually reading it. It was like a huge indicator for us. People are reading, people are sharing, people are messaging to me. Now, once we release a report, they are all sharing the reports organic. We don't even need to message them. We don't even need to ask them, share them. As soon as we launch a report, they're like, oh, HockeyStack Labs launched a new report. These are the indicators of success for us. I am a lucky person because I am my ICP. I'm basically selling the product myself. We just sat down in January and we listed down like maybe 10 ideas. And we're like, okay, let's think about the rest once we publishing the report. So once I have the idea, I'll start thinking about what we need. So for that, what I do is, okay, if we are going to write this report, I'm going to need these data points. Then I send this to Chris. He's my growth manager. So he starts running queries on SQL and all of the data is in our database, but we create another database. In that database, we don't see the company names. It is all numbers. It basically anonymizes the data by itself. And then once Chris gets that data, I start analyzing the data. Once I finish writing, I create a brief for designer and designer creates the designs and we go live in a day. Obviously, every interactive demo companies are saying that interactive demos help conversions. When I think about it as a marketer, it is a no-brainer. As a buyer, if I see interactive demo, I would convert more likely. If I don't convert after seeing an interactive demo, it means I wouldn't like the product anyways when I see the product and I wouldn't buy. Like, it is a no-brainer. I think every company needs to have an interactive demo. Obviously, every interactive demo company says that, okay, you need it. But there was like no actual proof. And I think we were the only company that was able to show the actual conversion influence, not only from the MQL and SQL side, from the SQL to close volume side, but also in the entire sales cycle side. And I think it became big because it literally validated the idea that everyone knew but wasn't able to prove.